My roommate come in, I will go to my room. But now I'm in the living room.
Okay.
There's nobody. Okay, so instruction, group quiz. Answer the following question as a group, and the group leader will submit one copy for the group. You may only use your textbook, notes, and calculator on this problem. You may not use any other resource, including the internet tutors or solution manuals. Remember that the purpose of the quiz is to see if you understand what you have learned on your homework, and also to tell you what you still need to study for the upcoming exams. Remember to show your work. Okay. Explain why the expected response for arc sine of negative 1/2 equal negative pi over 6 and not negative pi over 11 pi over 6. Okay, did you guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
So we can use our resource and everything. We can use the unit circle.
Good thing my textbook has a unit circle.
Oh yeah, dude. Sorry for not texting you the other night.
Dude, it's all good.
Hey, what's your schedule like tomorrow? Because I'll come pick it up.
I won't be back home until 9 a.m. So after 9 a.m., I'll be at home all day.
Okay.
Whoa,
Cool.
yeah, this is true. Why does this happen?
This is the arc sine.
Yeah,
Plus-
because the sine of 11 pi over 6 is negative 1/2. But the arc sine,
The arc sine's kind of like switching it. So it's like saying sine negative pi over 6 equals negative 1/2.
exactly. It's switching it, but it should be 11 pi over 6 and not negative pi over 6. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it arc sine the same as saying like negative the inverse sine?
Yeah, sine's the negative first kind of thing.
Uh-huh. Oh, I have it in red.
Isn't it also because you put a limit on it?
That's true.
Like it's in between pi over 2 and negative pi over 2.
That's real true.
Also, you're right.
So you have to do.
We have to put limits because if no, it will give us different options, right?
Yeah, we would have
And-
lots and lots of numbers.
And we can't have
like-
a function.
This is like last week we put that, or last thing. You remember how we were trying to figure out the thing, and I told you I was like, yeah, it's like you just go in increments of 2 pi.
Mhm.
So it's like turn back the clock.
Yeah, and it can't be more than that. So that's why you're right. So it's because the range it has to be set to negative 2
Pi over 2.
to positive pi over 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
I think it's less than. It's greater than or equal to negative pi over 2 and less than or equal to pi over 2.
Right. Then you got the
Yeah.
answer. We have it.
All right.
So,
Well, I'm gonna write that down on the paper. Actually, I'm gonna go real quick. I hear my kids like terrorizing my wife. So you guys get going on number 2. I'll be right back.
okay. So it is because
Go,
of
Dad.
What?
Go, Dad, go.
Go, Dad, go.
go. Okay, it is because of the range then. Great. That was smart.
Alright, el sol, o sea, lejos suficiente de que un objeto.
El sol está súper lejos del objeto y la sombra va.
Es un triángulo que simula el triángulo que el otro objeto y su sombra.
En geometría aprendemos que dos sombras son similares. Una es más larga que la otra. Esto significa que dos sombras tendrán los mismos ángulos y los
¿Lados?
lados estarán en la misma posición. ¿Qué información necesitamos para poder calcular
La altura del Bricks Building.
the Rick Building? Pies y pulgadas.
Sí. Actualmente midiendo el edificio. Después que
Después,
listas la información,
necesitada.
lista la problema mientras que estás buscando. Okay. Picture.
Okay. So they're saying that, oh, two shadows. Yeah, we have that. I think that we did something similar. It's like saying like two triangles, just this one. In right triangles, because it's a building, I have it right here. It's the example 2 of right triangle section of the book. We need the tangent of is.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, that is one of the rules from right triangles. Right triangles. Look at, I have it right here. This is the same, and I have all like the process to come up with the answer. It's really long though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have to calculate like the tangent then, and then you have to use like the tangent of two different equations to use just y. And that's how we get it. So the sun is far enough away. So this is weird just because we'll have to explain. First, we need the tangent. We need to explain the process of how to solve it, but without actually having the.
It's like the last problem of the number 2 worksheet
Yes,
with the policeman woman.
the policeman.
And check and see if the car is speeding or not, or whatever.
Oh yeah. Got
So
it.
it's like that, right?
Yeah, it's kind of similar to that.
So first you need to find like the, I guess like the bottom one. You have to find
We
the,
need to find y.
yeah, y, and then there's an x, right?
We need to find y plus x in there.
Yeah, that's right.
But for us, it's just y, and the x is one of the shadows, and we have the other shadow.
Arizona.
Okay, so what we want to do, what's that?
Arizona.
We want to set up the triangle with A, B, C, and alpha, beta, and gamma.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And then that way we can say like tangent of like y over x plus gamma, and all the angles replacing all that stuff. Okay. Do you want me to write it down, or do you want to write it down?
Sure, you can write it down.
I want to do it in another piece of paper so I can. Maybe I can just send. We can just send the picture to that. You're back.
We already finished.
Huh?
We finished with. No, I'm just kidding. That would have made you happy.
I would have been like, we're cruising. Right. All right.
Okay. The question number 2 is similar to an example in the book and to for the homework, the one with the cars. It's talking about how can we measure the height of the Rick's building, having the shadow of the Rick's building and another object. So we have the right triangle. I don't know if that makes sense.
So it's kind of like number 3, except both angles are the same.
Yes.
There's 2. So, yeah.
You can read it better, Zach.
Yeah, we translated it in Spanish.
We read it.
You guys are useless. You translated it in Spanish?
We read it in Spanish.
Why?
Because it was fun and you were not here, so
Just wasting time. I was like, start on number 2, and you two are like, how can we just waste the time that he's gone?
no, we read it. And that way we
Help us
understood what we
understand
did.
better.
Mhm.
Wait, I can understand that for Gabriel. Is Spanish your first language?
Mine?
Yeah.
No. But
Then
some words in my mind make better sense in Spanish and some words is better in English.
Okay, let's
I
go
learn both
back
at the same
to
time.
this assignment.
English and Spanish are my first languages. They're tied.
they tied.
They're tied.
They is tied.
They're tied. They're tied.
They're.
They are
Yeah.
tied.
Gotcha.
Wait, this means
It's just asking what information you need.
yes, but if we're trying to, we need to draw and label a picture and set up a ratio. This means that the hypotenuse is parallel to the other one, right? Because it's saying that the two shapes have the same angle. If they have the same angle, they have to be parallel to the base, right? So it's not like the examples.
No, it's a little bit different. It's like this. It'd be like this.
No, I don't think so.
Because same angle, right?
But it says
That's for C. Is that one?
same proportion.
Oh, did I point to the wrong one? No. Yeah. Because the other one would be.
Yeah, it's the top one right there.
Sure. Okay.
2 separate triangles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's not, you put it in front of the camera, the one where it's like one giant triangle with another triangle inside of it.
Uh-huh. Okay, we need to get the tangent. I was telling Bloody that we should label with A, B, and C, and beta, alpha, beta, and gamma. That way we can say like we need the tangent of alpha equal y over gamma and all that stuff. Because we have to set up an equation.
Because it's like the same angles, right? So, same angles. Similar.
Yeah, so the angles are exactly the same. So if you know the angles on one triangle, you know the angles on the other.
Right.
You need to know at least the hypotenuse, I think,
Yes.
of one of the triangles.
Or the base.
No, because if you know the hypotenuse, you can figure out. You need to know at least one of the sides for each of the triangles.
That's with the preparation assignment, the SS, like, for example.
Yeah, SSA, ASA.
Exactly. All that stuff.
There wasn't one that was ASS, but
The law of sine, yeah, ASA. So for that, we will need an angle, a side, and an angle, or an angle, and a side. If we use the last of sine instead of the law of cosine. There are different options then to measure the height of the building.
So, like, which one would it be? I drew out. Would it be the top one or the bottom one?
huh? It's neither.
Neither. Okay. I just needed to make that clear in my mind.
Here's how it is. Let me can you guys see the whiteboard okay?
Yeah. Sort of.
Sort of. All right, I'll try and draw big. So basically what you have is it's saying that is it the Ricks building? Is that what it's saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have the sun, right?
Nice and cool.
And then you have the Ricks building. And this is the shadow. So, and this is the Ricks.
Right.
And what it's saying is that there's another building that
Okay,
is
so 2 different triangles.
that is bigger, but because the sun is in the exact same proportion, that this and this triangle, so we'll try to call this triangle Vladi, and this one's triangle Gabriel, are similar.
Are congruent.
So the angles, and we're going to assume that they're right angles because we're going to assume that the building is not the Leaning Tower of Pisa. That your alpha and your beta are the same, and that side
A.
A, B, and C are similar, proportional.
Proportional, yes.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Like,
So in my mind, looking at that, what needs to happen is you need to have at least
A.
so you need to know the alpha and the beta. Well, you technically don't need to know the alpha and the beta. You just need to know the alpha of one of the
And then the 2 sides, right?
the alpha or the beta of one of the sides.
Yeah.
And then you need to know
you need an angle and a side because it is a 90-degree angle. So we have, if we know alpha, we can get the other angle from that.
Yeah, you just subtract it, yeah.
Exactly. And if we have one side, we can solve the whole equation for all of the sides.
so you'd want the hypotenuse.
Yes, we can do it like with the hypotenuse or with alpha and A, which is the base. Because being realistic, we can't measure the hypotenuse of the shadow, but we can measure the base of like the distance from the building to the end of the shadow.
That's true.
Yeah, but if we get to tell them what we want, then we want the hypotenuse.
But if we get A, we can get the hypotenuse and B or C. I don't know what you could say.
So we only need the hypotenuse
The hypotenuse we can get it from or the
We need the A. We need the A of both buildings, right?
yes, and or alpha, which is the angle of elevation.
But we only need alpha on one building.
I would
Yes,
think you
because they are the same.
I would think you can only do tan, right? Because you can't like measure from the ground to the top of the building, and you can't really measure from the bottom building to the top. You can only do the A, right, on the bottom. So tan has the like adjacent on the bottom, where you can do
but if you have the angle of if you have alpha, then it's not tan. It's gonna be sine and cosine.
Yes.
Where's alpha on there? Is that the top angle?
No.
Yeah.
If we have the bottom left angle, I don't know. I couldn't really see the.
It's beta.
Yeah, if we do the bottom tan beta, we would get the height of the building, which is what they wanted.
Yeah. Just having one angle, one of the both of the angle, we have all the angles, and we can use the sine, cosine, or the tangent to get.
Because realistically, in like real life, we could only like measure the distance between the shadow and the building, which is the bottom side.
Yes.
If that makes sense, because it says we can't actually measure the top of the building. So
Gotcha. So we need
based on your graph, we would only need the beta and the base, the length of the side of the base. So that would be, so we'd also so then we could do tan and then figure out the rest.
Yeah.
Okay. And so if we set the equation to get that, we just put that tangent of all alpha or beta.
Okay. You guys start working on number 3, and I'll start copying all that down.
Okay. Okay, this is actually the exercise. So let's do it.
You guys have half an hour to do it.
Is like the most sought after cookie gym. Really? Oh, I bet. I went there once. It was a Team Valor gym. It was a level 10 gym on Team Valor. All of it was Dragonites.
So many Dragonites.
I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Were they really talking about Pokemon?
Bye, guys.
See ya, where you going?
To practice, teach my lesson for Saturday.
I love you.
Hey, you guys should go to DLC, by the way.
Catch some Dragonites.
Whoever's gonna be here.
What time?
Starts at, I think 8. What starts at 8?
Leadership conference.
DLC, you're not gonna be here anyway.
Yeah. I have to be at the teaching new Savior's Way thing.
Oh. Oh yeah, we'll be done by noon now.
Oh,
so,
okay.
but- Holy cow, my Saturday's gonna be insane. Yeah, so we have the priesthood leadership meeting, and we have Saturday session.
Conference?
Or is that next week?
That's next I don't know, because you announced
Okay.
from Elders Quorum that it was this week, but then Sunday school, now you're announcing next week, so.
One day I will have kids instead of roommates.
Go Dad.
Find yourself a girl first.
How old are you guys?
Me?
Yeah.
25.
Lottie?
Damn. You guys are old. I'm 21. No, I'm just kidding. You guys are wise.
How old are you, buddy?
21.
21.
Oh no, I turned 22 in a month.
Ooh.
Okay. okay, man. Revel in your youth. Have you guys ever seen Billy Madison?
Yes.
Scene where he grabs the fat kid's face and he's like, "Stay here as long as you can." Yep.
I love Adam Sandler.
I turned 29 and at the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's good. At least you're not 30.
Next year,
Yeah, but that's a long time from now.
anything could happen.
That's true. I'm predicting my death at 39.
That sounds good.
Hey,
Like,
I can't get the picture of this.
You can't what?
I can't get the picture. I mean, I can't get like, how are you supposed to do? Is this like a double triangle too? Because taking out
Kind
the
of.
temple, and then instead from the angel Moroni is the angle of elevation.
Hold on. Let me take a picture of this, and then I will do my famous. We'll use the whiteboard for what it was intended for.
Okay.
All right.
From point A on the ground.
So, let's see. Angle of elevation of the top of the angel Moroni on the Rexford Temple from point X on the ground is 47.8 degrees. Okay, so
Okay.
that means that if you have the temple and you have
So it is
angel Moroni,
right. It's kind of twisted. It should be the angle of elevation of the shadow is
oh, that's a horrible line.
okay. It is 47.8. So that was good. Now it's from point Y, 75 feet farther from the temple. The angle of elevation is 36 point. Oh, gotcha.
And then, so this is then 75 feet further. What's that angle?
36.5.
There you go.
There, that's what I was looking for.
This is the stuff that I'm good at. Shapes.
I'm glad. Okay.
Manipulating X's and functions, not my thing. Trigonometry, let's go.
Well, that's cool that you know that from memory.
What's that?
Huh?
Trigonometry?
Yeah, these you like so fast.
I don't know. It just makes sense.
It just makes sense. Okay, we got this. Yeah, we will need the calculator for this. What's that?
Did you put another meme up?
Huh?
Did it give a second building in the option too? It just said the Rick's building, right?
Yeah, and an object. And an object.
I had Pizza Pie Cafe for the first time.
Ooh, that place is good.
It's way better than CC's.
In Provo, I went like pretty much every week because it's cheap and it's really good.
Yeah.
The carbonara, man.
Okay. Here we're gonna put the equation into the calculator. Let's see what we get. I will do it with the examples first, so I make sure that we have one. And it has to be degrees. So okay. Okay. Oh, 168.6. So 169 feet. Any question? I don't know if you guys had the same answer. Did you guys get the same answer?
I'm still working on writing down number 2.
Oh, okay. Lottie?
Not yet. I was working on it.
Okay. Whenever you're done, I will try to make it maybe more clear. Okay.
What'd you get?
Me? 188.6.
How'd you get it?
Oh. Okay. I will have to explain this. I don't know if you can see. Can you see all that? Okay. We need to get the tangent of y, and we have two options. We have the tangent of 36.5 equal to y over x plus 75, or y equal x plus 75 times tangent of 36.5.
Which is exactly the same thing.
Exactly, but they are two different equations. And because we need to use an equation only with y, we use this. We said y equal y over tangent of 47.8 plus 75. We replace that x for y. And then tangent of 36.5. And then we start solving for that here. And then we set the y, we move the whole thing, the whole equation with the y to the y side. And then we factorize y. We get 1 minus tangents equal that. And then we get y equals 75 tangent of 36.5 over 1 minus tangent of 36.5 over tangent of 47.8. And that equal 168.6 feet, I think. Or feet, yeah, 168 feet point 8 inches. I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Well, that is exactly the same as the example of the book in the right triangle.
It's the exact same.
Yeah, you can look at in the book. I don't know where, but it's in the right triangle section. I think that is like lesson 3. I studied this morning. Right.
Well, I trust you then.
Yeah.
Send me a picture so I can like copy it down.
Okay. Yeah. But are we friendly in Facebook? I use Facebook just because my phone, the app of the phone, is kind of weird. So I can't send you the picture with like a multimedia stuff.
So you can send it to me on Facebook. Are we friends on Facebook?
I don't know.
Well, if we're not, we will become
What
friends
is
short.
your last name?
Heiner, Heiner.
Huh? Again.
Heiner.
E
H.
H.
No, it's HEINER.
Some guy that works for Vivint.
Certainly. I know.
I
Is
sent
yours
you
a picture of Christ?
Are you with your wife? Yes. I send you a friend. Shane is to focus all of your energy not on fighting but on building. I don't that?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So now I'll send you a picture there.
Vladdy, we're friends.
Yay.
Vladdy, are we friends?
No.
Vladdy,
Vladdy, I'm the first one that should pop up. I'm like the only one of my kind. Matos? Vladdy Matos. Sweet. We're saying this over YouTube, so that's good.
Bakovic?
Yeah. Bakovic.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, my family made me that, so that was pretty cool.
That's awesome. Okay.
We are done.
Then I send it. Let me know if you can see it and it is clear. I don't know if it is clear. If not, I'll take it with my iPad and I'll send it to you.
We good. I think.
Also, like you see the arrows there, it's just because the other 2 equations and add them instead of just jumping from the equation top to the bottom one. I add them to make it more clear.
The arrows. Okay, so this is like the progression.
Yes. So the first one, the second one, and then I went to the right, and then just to make it more clear, and then the second one, and then the last equation.
So is that y minus y?
Yes, because
Tan.
I moved the whole equation y tangent of 36.5 plus, instead of plus, I put a y minus all that.
So you put the 75. So let me get this straight. So you take the 75 and put it outside the parentheses.
The first one?
Oh, you're multiplying out tan over 36.5.
Yes.
Okay. And then you do y minus that because you're putting the 75, 10, 36.5 on the outside.
Yeah.
And then 1. Is that 1?
Yes. It's because y minus y.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is the y's on the top line though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think, yeah, it's multiplying that.
And then you have, it looks like y equals 75, 10, 36.5 over, should there be
Yeah.
a parentheses there? 1 minus
Yeah, you
10,
can put a parenthesis there.
36.5,
Because
and 47.8.
it
Okay.
goes over all that.
Is that approximately 168.6 feet? Like the decimal's longer than that, right?
I get is, wait, 168.661.
Okay.
Nice, we're done. And what time is it?
Well, you guys are done, but
Oh yeah, sorry, dude.
it's
You're
okay.
awesome. Love you.
Hopefully you didn't give me a bad review to Sister Davis.
No, I told her. I can read you the email. I told her he's awesome. He's a great leader. Also, you are a great teacher, and it's thank you for all your help.
Thank you for kissing my bottom.
Nah,
Oh, that's on YouTube.
no. Man, you're awesome. You have to write all this down there, send it. You always call her.
Nah, we'll figure it out. All right. Okay, boys.
Awesome.
Well,
Have a good night. See ya.
do good on the individual quiz. Vladi, I'll text you tomorrow.
All right.
All right.
Gabriel, send me your address on group message. I'm just gonna drop off a book right now.
Okay, cool.
All right. I'll see you guys.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Bye.